We are watching Jacqueline's breaststroke above the water, commentary by Coach Chris. Now the first thing we're going to do is play it at full speed. And this being one of Jacqueline's best strokes, she does a really good job of a lot of the stuff we're working on. And a lot of the stuff we can talk about is going to be underwater, and it's going to be harder to see on the above water footage. But she does a lot of things right above water that we're working on. So let's go back and kind of frame through, talk about what we see above water, and then we'll move underwater where we can see a lot more and a lot more clearly. That's kind of the key with breaststroke. These underwater videos are really crucial. So first thing I want to talk about, and we're working on this all the time, trying to reinforce this, get it stronger. Her position is great. She has a really high position. Her shoulders are shrugged. She's coming forward with her momentum, but she's high in the water. We're trying to do what I would call the more modern breaststroke is the skipping stone breaststroke, where we want to skip across the surface like a stone. We don't want to dolphin dive, where we're going down and up and down and up. So Jacqueline, that breaststroke, this setup right here, that is as good as it gets. And that's one of the big strengths for your breaststroke. You do a really good job of getting on top of the water and getting high so you can drive that kick. Keeping the head a little high, that's the first thing I notice. And she's on some strokes, I notice she's lifting the head and starting the pull just before she finishes her kick. And it's really important on that. We don't want to have like a big glide after every stroke, but we want to make sure the feet get all the way through and we complete the kick and we lock in the legs so we can start that breaststroke pull, start that head lift and that breaststroke pull. Getting the legs tightened together is important because that increases our streamlined body position, which makes it faster. If we're lifting our head and starting to break that streamline while our feet are already finishing the kick and they're apart slightly, what that does is it gives the water more things to grab onto so it can slow you down. We want to get those feet tight together like this streamline. Look how nice and tight the feet are. Really nice and aligned the body is. We'll see underwater. Hands are a little bit too far back when you pull through. I don't like them out to your side. That's keeping you a little wider. I'd like them more on top of your thighs. So finish that pull down underneath your body a little more and get the hands underneath your thighs and on top of your thighs in your lap. But really well-timed break out there. And getting the head down a little bit better on that second lap. But like I said, she's doing a lot of the stuff. You're doing a lot of the stuff that we're working on very, very well. Getting up nice and high in the water. I think your timing is really good. It does break down though, and I think one of the things that happens is you stop finishing the kick all the way and locking the feet in before you start the next stroke. So you get a little bit rushed and we start kind of starting the next stroke, lifting the head and starting the sweep for that pull before those feet are completely under control and tight. So that's one thing to think about, especially as you get tired, to kind of help keep the efficiency of the breaststroke. But let's go underwater because we're going to get a much better view of a lot of this stuff underwater. Suffice to say, you have a very good breaststroke, and I like a lot of what I'm seeing.